First and foremost, I want to congratulate you for being able to acquire a license already. You were able to pass the exam, you were able to go through the trainings. So now you're legally allowed to sell life insurance. But the important question now is, who do you sell to? So I know your leaders already asked you for a market analysis survey, which gives you 100 names of people that you can cater to, or people you feel might be interested to buy life insurance. But even before we start pursuing those 100 names, maybe what we can do is to try to ask, how will I be productive in this career of mine? And the first step, really, more than approaching the 100 names, is really looking for your center of influences. Center of influences are people who can open up the market for you. So when you look for center of influences, you try to look for people who are very well respected in the community, who are very well connected, and who are very close to you. Because these are the people who can sit down, invite for coffee, and then ask them, maybe you can help me connect to other people. So those are centers of influences. Now what I want you to do is I want you to think of at least 10 names, 10 close friends who can be your centers of influence. Okay, so now that you've figured out your 10 centers of influences, what I want you to do is this. I want you to invite them for coffee. When you're sitting down for coffee, what you need to do is this. You need to tell them about you joining the financial advisory career. How do you do that? So once you guys are seated down, what you can say is this. Hi Anna. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you already, but I decided to join Film Life as a financial advisor. I quit my day job, I quit my corporate job, or I just came from college. And I joined Film because I feel that the career is a right fit for me, and it's something that I can do long term. In order for me to be successful in this career, I need a lot of help, and that's why you are here. I won't try to sell to you initially, but rather, since you're a good friend of mine, you're very well connected to the community, and you're very well respected, I will be presenting to you the plans that we offer, and maybe as we discuss the different products, the different plans, maybe you can start thinking of possible people that I can start approaching. Okay, so the advantage of using your friends as centers of influence is this. Sometimes it's very difficult to sell to people you're very close to because they won't take you seriously, let's face it. So by doing this, you're asking for help from your friend, and therefore most Filipinos, most of your friends, if they're really good friends, they're really more than willing to help you out, to help a friend out. And it will be easy for them to really give out at least 5 names. And that 5, instead of being able to sell to just one person who is your friend, you open up your market to 5. It's also possible that this one friend of yours already has a life insurance policy. So what will happen if I try to force myself and sell to this one friend of mine? This person, for example, Anna will give me business, but she will just accommodate my request to buy a policy from me because I'm starting a new career. But instead of doing that, what you do is this one person, you open up 5 markets, and out of the 5 people, it's possible that you meet someone new who doesn't have a life insurance yet, or maybe who's really looking for a life insurance. Therefore, you put yourself in a better position in the career by selling to people who are really open to the idea of buying life insurance at the moment you offer to them. Remember the 5 people that were referred to you? Yes, it's possible that only one person will be buying from you. But that's reality. LIMRA says out of every 5 people you approach, you only get to sell to 1. But out of the 5, maybe the 4 people who you weren't able to sell to, maybe you can ask for 2 or 3 more people to ask referrals from these people. Now, from one person, all of a sudden you opened up to 5 people because you asked for referrals from a center of influence. And say, for example, You were able to sell to one because Limra says that. And out of the 5, you were able to ask for 15 more names. So instead of just selling to one, what happened? You were able to magically increase the number of your prospects from 1 to 5 plus another 10. So that's a total of 16 people. Eventually, these people are still your market. Don't set them aside completely, but rather let them just rest first. Let them settle into the idea of the things that you were trying to convince them to purchase. Maybe, who knows? At least now, you're top of mind for them when they feel that they need to buy life insurance.